Your Majesty at your service. Welcome to Fair Queen Talks. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of my podcast. Hashtag Give Thanks. To all of you who celebrate Thanksgiving Day, happy Thanksgiving. I know that not all of you are able to celebrate in the usual fashion due to the pandemic, but I truly do hope that you're able to enjoy the day given the current circumstances. So all over my Instagram feed, I've been seeing hashtag Give Thanks, and people have been sharing beautiful stories and pictures of people and things that they're grateful for. So I wanted to join in and share my gratitude on this episode. So before I share with you the things I'm grateful for and give my thanks, it's important to give you some context to Thanksgiving Day and share with you why I think gratitude is the best attitude. So Thanksgiving is a national holiday celebrated on various dates in the United States, Canada, Brazil, Grenada, St. Lucia, and Liberia. Also, the subnational entities in Leiden, Norfolk Island, and the inhabited territories of the United States. Our modern definition of Thanksgiving revolves around eating turkey, but in past centuries it was more of an occasion for religious observance. So American school children are usually taught that the tradition dates back to the Pilgrims, who were English religious dissenters who helped to establish the Plymouth colony in 1620. As the story goes, friendly local Native Americans swooped in to teach the struggling colonists how to survive in the New World. Then everyone got together afterwards to celebrate with a feast in 1621. There are many Native Americans that do not celebrate the arrival of the Pilgrims and other European settlers. To them, Thanksgiving Day is a reminder of the genocide of millions of their people, the theft of their lands, and the relentless assault on their cultures. So it appears to me that this national holiday is bittersweet. On one hand, in modern days, it's become more about families coming together and give thanks, which I thought the day was about before delving into the history. The historical context, however, for many Native Americans is one that reminds me of injustice towards the inhabitants of the land that still exists till this day. So whether you are celebrating or mourning, take the time to recognize the history of this day before you focus on the festivities. The tradition of giving thanks around a table with loved ones is something I've always watched in the movies, and I think is very beautiful because expressing thanks is a way we can both remember and vocalize the blessings we have in our lives. And when we have the attitude of gratitude, we are able to appreciate everything that we have in our lives, the good, bad, and ugly. Last year, a really good friend of mine gifted me a small gratitude book in which you can record things that you're grateful for each day for 365 days within 1 year. Now, I haven't filled each page in a book, but the book lives and stays within my bedside table. So whenever I wake up or go to sleep, it's a visual reminder to, one, be grateful, but also write down the things I'm grateful for, because sometimes we do forget. As I share now with you some of the things that I'm grateful for in my life, I want to encourage you to write and vocalize your gratitude to those that you love. This is in no particular order, but I'll start my gratitude or to give thanks in this way. So first of all, I'm very, 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 very grateful for my parents crossing paths in each other's lives that enabled me to be on this beautiful earth. They have sacrificed so much in their lives to ensure that I could grow up in a society that was politically and economically stable, and where I could have a childhood in which all I needed to be was a child, something that was not their reality, unfortunately. I'm also very grateful for my faith. Now, I don't talk much about my religious views on this podcast because I believe everyone has their own spiritual journey and path. Nevertheless, my faith is my anchor, and without it, I wouldn't have any hope, and I wouldn't find joy in this existence. Now, I love our planet, earth, and there's so many beautiful places and people, but there's also a lot of injustice and just plain evil around. And if it weren't for my faith, I wouldn't know where to turn for inner peace and have the ability to see the light in midst of darkness. I'm also grateful for all the people in my life that I have the pleasure and honor to call my siblings and friends. In the midst of all the challenges in my life, I've been able to count on these angels in my life for love, laughter, and a lot of good times. I'm also grateful that I had access to education, which has expanded my mind, gave me so much knowledge, and has been key in so many doors to open for me and led me to my current career path. I'm grateful for the love of my life, the father of my children, my best friend, my husband. Because of the way he loves me, I could open my heart and not have fear about being married. Because of the way he loves me, I can truly be myself and tap into my own greatness. Because of the way he loves me, I committed to be with him throughout this life and all of eternity. My husband truly is the most sweet, kind, and patient man I've ever met, and I'm so grateful to be his wife. I'm also grateful to be a mother to my amazing twin daughters. And despite of my polycystic ovaries and my fears of not being able to conceive children, sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional, but I've been able to both grow and give birth to two healthy, beautiful, and just lovely children. It's a true blessing to be able to see them grow, and now that we're working from home, I'm able to witness such special moments in their early development, and that is something that wouldn't be possible if I was, actually going to work and dropping them off at some nursery or another childminder. And before I get all sobby and emotional because of just all this gratitude and the love I feel in my life, I just want to share my gratitude for you. I'm so grateful for this podcast, and especially for you in this queendom who tune in minutes after I upload an episode. I'm so grateful for your ongoing support of this podcast, and it just motivates me to create content for you each week. I'm amazed at seeing how this little podcast I make in my room, that it's become international and you can listen from anywhere in the world, and that I'm able to be part of a few moments of your day each week, and to help you be on your journey to tap into your own greatness. So when we give thanks, it's not just about saying that we're grateful, but also showing that we are grateful by giving. So as you think about the things and people you are grateful for, let's also find ways to continue to give our love and thanks through our actions. At the end of each episode, I address the Queendom. Before celebrating Thanksgiving's Day, make sure you honor its history and remember the lives of Native Americans that are being mourned on this day. Give thanks not just in words, but also in your deeds. When you have the attitude of gratitude, you will always be able to find joy in your existence regardless of your circumstances. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for listening to Fair Queen Talks. See you next time.